Cubs and Reds. Tonight, 7 East, 4 West on WGN America. The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
Cincinnati, Ohio. We're set for Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. A bit overcast, seasonably mild in Cincinnati tonight. And we welcome Cub fans from all over the country watching on WGN America, America's home for baseball. Great to have you with us. Along with Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper. The Cubs starting this road trip 0-4. It was another crazy one, a one-run decision last night.
Yeah, the Cubs have found a lot of different ways to lose this year, and it looked like they had this one in the bag last night, but it got away from them. Ultimately, it started well. David DeJesus, top of the first, leading off the ball game, goes deep, squeaks one inside the foul pole, Cubs are up 1-0. Travis Wood, the starting pitcher for the Cubs, really on top of his game again last night. Boy, he's been rock solid every time he's gone to the hill so far this year. 6 2/3 last night of solid work yet again from Wood.
Yeah, gave up just 4 hits, struck out 5, as you see, 3 of those strikeouts. Now, 7th inning, Cubs leading 2-0. Jay Bruce with his first homer of the season. We'll talk more about him coming up. That got the Reds to within 1. And really, for the first time all year, James Russell getting beaten as Jack Hanahan knocking one off the wall in deep right. A triple, tying the game at 3. We would go to extras. It looked like, JD, this was going to be the game-winning blast.
Luis Valbuena, 2-run home run, and no doubter deep into the night in right field to the top half of the 13th. And things are looking good for the Cubs to break their road losing streak. But this Reds club in this ballpark, they have so much firepower. They're tough to hold down. 6 pitchers used by the Cubs, and the Reds come storming back in the bottom of the inning, ultimately won on this base hit by veteran Cesar Asturias.
So another very tough loss. The Cubs now 0-2 in extra innings, 0-4 to start this road trip. One thing to note, the Cubs have out-hit their opponent in every game so far in this road trip, so they're doing some good things. They continue to get good starting pitching. They just can't close the deal.
Yeah, they played a clean game. They didn't make any errors. The Reds committed 3 big errors, really opened the door for the Cubs. We talked about it throughout the game. They just needed to play a little add-on to put them away.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk about tonight's starting pitchers, arguably the Cubs' best starter here in April on the hill tonight.
On Rules of Engagement,
You know what I'm thinking?
Something annoying.
meet Grumpy.
If we get serious about adopting, we'll need these people to like us.
They can't like me for who I am, then I'm not going to buy one of their used babies.
Dopey.
I got stuck in the subway. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
I can't hear you at all.
And Sleazy.
You're shallow, lustful. Some chicks go for that.
Comedy Rules.
I love a story with a happy ending. You know what I also love? A happy ending.
Rules of Engagement. Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America. Show it off, America. Show off that alternator you replaced. Show off the battery, the brake job, the rebuilt 454. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Our landing time got moved back another hour.
Hunger creeping up on you? Stash a Ritz Crackerfuls made with real cheese and whole grain. Don't get caught hungry. Ritz Crackerfuls.
Wednesday, it's a midday matchup on WGN America. The White Sox are looking to make fireworks in front of the home crowd as the Tribe tries to take one from their division rivals. White Sox, Indians, Wednesday 2 East, 11 West on WGN America.
Chicago Cubs baseball, brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. From shutouts to walk-offs, we've been celebrating the greatest moments in Major League Baseball for over 30 years. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer or go to shophonda.com for current offers. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Well, the Reds are 7-1 on this homestand. They're leading the majors in runs scored. The guys at the top have been doing it all season long. Jay Bruce hasn't been bad, JD, but now he's starting to hit for power.
And that's a scary thing for opposing pitchers because when Jay Bruce gets hot, he does a lot of damage. First home run of the year coming last night off Travis Wood, leaned out on a fastball, jerked it about 10 rows deep out there into right field. Big, strong kid. Home run production has gone up each and every year. He's been in the big leagues, and he's done a lot of damage against the Cubs. Lifetime .302 with a 972 OPS.
Yeah, Todd Frazier and Joey Votto have had good success, and that's a reason why the Reds have dominated the Cubs the last couple of years. But Carlos Villanueva's on the mound tonight, and he's been terrific here in April.
Yeah, he certainly has, among the ERA leaders in all of baseball right now. You take a look at his numbers from 2010 up to this year, his ERA of 175, the best in April. Needs to keep that going tonight. He's averaged 7 innings to start. The way the bullpen was used last night, they could use a long outing from him tonight.
The good news for the Cubs, they don't face Johnny Cueto. The bad news is Tony Cingrani's left-handed, and the Cubs are 0-4 against lefties.
0-4 and hitting less than 200 as a team against southpaws. This is his second major league start. First time was last time out against the Marlins. He pitched quite well.
And he's from the southwest suburbs. He grew up a White Sox fan and would love nothing more than to beat the Cubs tonight. The ball flies out of Great American Ballpark as DeJesus got it started last night. We mentioned Bruce with his first homer of the year. Valbuena, a big one, not enough last night. Game 2 coming up next.
You vote. Go home. Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
She knows you like no one else, and you wouldn't have it any other way. But your erectile dysfunction? You know, that could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or if you have any allergic reactions such as rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a 30-tablet free trial.
Chicago Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Now the Toyota Cubs batting order brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. This is a lineup that needs to get it going against southpaws. Pelt and Hairston right now, if you really combine their averages, hitting about 100. And the Cubs 0-4 versus lefties, as we mentioned. Another note, Cody Ransom making his Cub debut as he starts at third.
For the Reds this evening defensively, and they struggled last night. They kicked it around, still won the ball game. It's Heisey, Chu, Bruce in the outfield. Frazier, Cozart, Phillips, Votto, third to first. Corky Miller, the veteran, back behind the plate in the big leagues for the first time in a couple of years. He's 37 years of age. He's the ultimate journeyman, and he's catching a youngster, Tony Cingrani, who's from the Chicago area. And his first major league start, a good one against the Marlins. It took him 102 pitches to get through 5 innings, but he allowed just 5 hits, 1 run. He struck out 8. Really relies on a high riding fastball. That's going to be the challenge for these Cub hitters. Get the ball down.
Set the umpires for you. Marvin Hudson's at home plate. Jordan Baker at first. Tim McClellan, the crew chief, at second. And Jerry Meals at third. And here we go. The former Red, Dave Chappelle, takes ball 1. Slight threat of rain, overcast. We should be all right. So lots of fastballs from Sid.
Yeah, that's, that was his MO in his start against the Marlins. And he does have a changeup and a kind of a slurvy breaking ball that he'll mix in as well. But he threw about 80% fastballs in that start against the Fish.
Well, he doesn't take a lot of time between pitches as Chappelle fouls off. And it's 2-2. You mentioned he's from the Chicago area. Went to Lincoln Way Central High School in New Lenox. Born in Evergreen Park. And then attended South Suburban College in Illinois and later Rice University. Called strike 3 on a fastball, registering at 93.
At 93, and he's sneaky too. He hides the ball pretty well. And you see the flags here at the Great American Ballpark pushing out towards left field. 70 degrees, wind out of the south, 9 to 23 miles an hour. And the humidity at 50%, forecast 50-50. That means you're either going to win this game or lose this game. Forecast is always 50-50 when you come to the ballpark.
Here's Starlin Castro, longest active hitting streak at 14 games, although on this trip 1 hit per. And fouled away.
So Grani will sit right around 91, 92 miles an hour, but he can get up there around 94 at times. It's an interesting story. He went to Rice University, and after his junior year, which he really struggled, he asked the coaches, "Do you want me back?" And they said, "Yeah, we think we can fix you." And they tweaked his delivery, and ends up being a 3rd-round pick of the Reds. The rest is history.
He led all qualifying minor league pitchers in ERA last year and was the Reds' organizational pitcher of the year. 173 earned run average, and he's in there because Johnny Cueto has a lat strain and is on the DL. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
He may have a little more fastball than we were led to believe. That's free and easy. And like I said, a little deception. Watch how he takes his arm back, kind of shows it to you behind his back, and then slings it up there. And you got to get that ball down. That's a losing proposition to offer at that letter high fastball off this guy.
Well, that's what you tried to get guys to do, right?
Yeah, I didn't throw 94. But
strike called on Anthony Rizzo, and the Reds staff putting together quite a stretch. First time in Reds modern history they've struck out double digits in 5 straight games, and off to an early start with 2 already tonight.
That's a good breaking ball. Yeah, he had a .175 ERA in 2011 at Billings in Class A ball. 212 at Pensacola last year, 111 at Bakersfield last year as he split time between those 2 levels of A ball.
Boy, he is just coming right at him. Good morning, good afternoon, good night as he strikes out the side in the first.
Many women may not be absorbing the calcium they take as well as they could because they don't take it with food. Switch to Citracal Maximum Plus D. It's the only calcium supplement that can be taken with or without food. My doctor recommends Citracal Maximum. It's all about absorption.
Let's go. From the crack, off the backboard.
Oh, you're up.
So close.
Okay, this one's good for two.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great!
Aha! Someone read my post about that new bakery place, right?
No, it is a grilled chicken on flatbread from Wendy's.
Wendy's? Oh, wow. Yeah, hold it up. Show me a little more chicken, a little less face.
Oh.
So have to tweet it.
Or we could eat it.
Introducing flatbread grilled chicken from Wendy's. Warm grilled chicken on toasted flatbread and 2 bold new tastes. Food worth talking about from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
At LegalZoom, you can take care of virtually all your important legal matters in just minutes. Now it's quicker and easier for you to start your business, protect your family, and launch your dreams. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Reds have won 7 of 8, leading the majors in runs, hits, walks, and OBP. And that starts at the top with Shin-Soo Choo. Cozart's struggling. He's in the 2 spot. Joey Votto at first. Brandon Phillips cleaning up because Ryan Ludwig's on the DL. Bruce, Frazier, Heisey. As JD mentioned, Corky Miller getting the start. Tony Cingrani, the pitcher, hits 9.
And now our defense for the Cubs is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Soriano, Sapelt, Hairston patrol the pasture. Cody Ransom gets a start at third base. Castro and Barney in the middle. Rizzo over at first. Castillo behind the plate for Carlos Villanueva.
6'2", 215, 29 years old, and his first pitch to Chu is off the outside corner. Sparkling numbers.
Outstanding work. One of the better ERAs in all of baseball. Just one win to show for it. He's been good each and every time he's gone out there so far.
Shin-Soo Choo has had quite a start to his Reds career. Getting on base at better than a 50-50 clip. And he's on here with a base hit. He got on last night 3 times, hit by a pitch for the 10th time and a couple of walks. And with that hit, he avoids the first back-to-back hitless games of the season.
And that's just a great approach. You can see why he's hitting for such a high average. Just 2-seam fastball running down and away from him. So he just stays on and hits it hard the other way. Take what the pitcher gives you. Chu is on a real nice roll right now.
OBP was 526 before that hit. And now it is 526 rather. And the pitch to Cozart is a little low. Wouldn't be a huge surprise if Zach Cozart's pressing a little bit. Why? Well, the guy ahead of him getting on base at a 526 clip. The guy behind him at a 500 clip.
Yeah, and you wonder how long Dusty Baker stays with Cozart in the 2-hole in his lineup. Ideally, you'd like to have, you know, a lot of high on base guys at the top of the order before you get to Votto and Phillips and Bruce.
Foul. Well, when Ryan Ludwig's healthy, you'd have Brandon Phillips in this spot, and the lineup would look a little different. But even without Ludwig, and he got hurt on opening day, they are still scoring runs in bunches.
Yeah, I guess if you're Dusty Baker and his club is scoring runs the way they are, he probably feels no need to mess with things. But if they were to struggle a little bit, you could see where he might put Cozart down in the 7-hole or hit him 8th, maybe give Heisey a shot, or even move Frazier up in the batting order.
Picked by Ransom, and they turn it. Cody Ransom in his Cub debut starts a 5-4-3 double play.
We talked about Corky Miller, a long time minor league veteran. Cody Ransom's been in the big leagues off and on over the years, many years. Just keeps showing up, and now makes a nice play to start this double play. This guy plays all over the field. He can play all the infield positions. Go out and play the outfield for you. Good turn here by Barney.
He was the Padres opening day starter at third with Chase Headley beginning the year on the DL, and at one time he spelled an injured A-Rod in New York. 1-0 on Joey Votto, who had an uncharacteristically quiet night last night at the plate. He walked once but struck out 3 times. And he's going to be 0 for 6 to start this series. At the end of 1, we're scoreless from Cincy.
Your day and sip in some fun. The sweet, tangy swirl of McCafe frozen strawberry lemonade and the refreshingly juicy cherry berry chiller are back, but not for long. More summer chillin' to love.
Bluetooth and rearview camera come standard. On the Honda Accord, Civic, CR-V, Odyssey, and Pilot. How's the residual value? Stellar. What about the ride? Smooth as the night. Like a swallow on the Ganges? Like a gazelle in the Sahara. Comfort? Like a fresh laundered sweater on a brisk autumn day. Like a hug from Nana. Love Nana. I can get all that now? Sail in soon. A deal like this won't last for long. I'll be out in the cold. Like a wet pair of boots. I prefer my boots dry. So do I.
The really big spring event ends soon. Get a great deal now on a new Honda. KBB.com's best overall brand.
Foot odor? Get odor eaters. Spray, insoles, powder with 3 active odor and wetness fighters for all-day control. Odor eaters. No shoes, no problem.
I wasn't exactly a fan of our last carryout deal, but this one is crazy.
The deal is a large 3-topping pizza, carry-out only for just $7.99, Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday?
Thursday.
What happened to Monday through Wednesday?
We've just taken a great deal and we've made it better.
I'm gonna need some help.
Hey, here to help.
Hi, welcome to Domino's.
You know, whatever it takes. Thank you for calling Domino's. This is Patrick. There you go. Enjoy your day.
The new carry-out special every Monday through Thursday, only at Domino's.
Law and Order, Criminal Intent, weekdays at 5.
Cup fans, if you want to manage the game along with Dale Swaim, log on to WGNTV.com right now. Click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner to connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while watching at home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape, pools, patio sets, play sets, hot tubs, and more. Cingrani has been a strike-throwing machine, missing bats here early on. Facing the Cubs for the first time. 1-1 on Soriano. Not much happening in the middle of the order last night.
The ball's just on you before you know it. The Cubs are going to have to turn it up a notch a little bit to get to this kid's fastball.
Base hit into left. We are reachable via email, LennonJD@Tribune.com, Facebook, and Twitter as well. I'd love to hear from you.
Cingrani did Soriano a favor there, threw that fastball down in the zone where Alfonso could get to it, as opposed to that high rider that he's had success with. He was the opening day starter for their AAA club down in Louisville. Faced 19 batters, struck out 14 of them.
Quiet trip for Castillo. 2 out of 14.
See what he can do with the young lefty. He's pretty good at getting on top of that high fastball, so this might be a good matchup for Castillo.
Cingrani's first big league start was against Miami 5 days ago. And he was the first left-handed pitcher to start a game for the Reds since Dontrell Willis 2 seasons ago. Prior to last year, Cincinnati had started a left-hander at least once every year since 1893, when the roster included a Reds Hall of Famer named Tony Mullane. I would say a righty, I would say a lefty, but he was both ambidextrous.
a good guy to have in your club. Could you imagine in the specialized bullpens of today how valuable he would be?
He would throw lefty and righty in the same game, but it was not clear if he actually started a game in 1893 while pitching left-handed. Now, who was it who used the word amphibious?
Yogi.
Was it Yogi?
Yeah.
The amphibious Tony Mullane. I know the Yankees had a pitcher in their system, and I assume he's still somewhere in the minor leagues, who throws both lefty and righty.
Greg Harris pitched in the big leagues a little bit with a couple different clubs, Rangers, Montreal, I believe, Red Sox maybe. And he actually, he had the ability to throw with both hands, and he had a glove made that he could switch to either hand. But I think he only did it once in the big leagues. It was kind of a novelty deal.
Three and two the count. We'll see if Soriano runs. He does not, and that's why. Because Cingrani just picked up his 4th strikeout.
The best season ticket option in the city continues to be the PNC Club of Chicago. Your guests will enjoy an all-inclusive top-shelf bar and gourmet food in this high-end suite with 7th inning stretch celebrities and former Cubs players. For information, contact the Premier Sales Team at 773-404-4200 or Cubs.com/Premier.
Now Scott Hairston playing right. Soriano takes off. The pitch is a called strike. The throw late. Got a good jump, and he beat the throw by Corky Miller. That takes us back a few years. We don't see him do that very often anymore.
Well, the way Cingrani's throwing, I would imagine the Cubs are starting to think this guy's going to be tough to string some hits together against. Maybe trying to steal a bag or two might be a pretty solid play. Go on first move. Hope he's going home. Kind of a long, fluid delivery. Not particularly quick to the plate.
Soriano used to run a ton. That's his 272nd career steal, but he hasn't gotten into double digits in 5 years, and he takes off for third. And this one is safe as well at third. How about that? Turn back the clock night.
Well, wasting no time. One look and then go by Cingrani. A great jump, good read by Soriano. And we haven't seen Corky Miller in a couple of years. In his big league career, he's been pretty good at throwing out base stealers, but don't know how that arm is holding up.
And the Reds will bring their infield in. Fly ball to left. Heisey makes a catch. Here comes Soriano. And he is safe. It's a sac fly for Scott Hairston, and the Cubs lead 1-0. Their secret weapon, Alfonso Soriano, stealing 2 bags.
How about that? Turning back the clock night here in Cincinnati. Alfonso Soriano doing his best Tony Campana impersonation. Steals a couple bags, comes home on the sac fly. And the Cubs are on the board. And again, Cingrani, the only time he's gotten in trouble tonight, and there's the appeal play over third base. He's okay. Cingrani, the only time the Cubs have hit him is when he's brought the fastball down. When it's belt high and above, they've had no chance.
Ransom went 0 for 11 with the Padres. And he drives one out into very deep right center. Chu is back on it. It's gone on the first pitch. Cody Ransom making it 2-0.
Well, if you were to ask scouts to give you a report on Cody Ransom, they would say, he's a guy who can play a lot of different positions, and he's got a little pop. Every now and then he'll run into one, hit you a big home run. He's not a high average guy, never has been, but he is capable of hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and he gets extended on this one. So one manufactured and then one long one.
That's a nice Cubs debut. He's started a double play on defense and a home run on his very first pitch.
Could have been a mistake. Set that bar that high. Expectations are going to go through the roof now.
Fouled off by Barney. First 2-hit game of the year for him last night. Ransom's home run estimated at 376 feet.
So Soriano plays a little small ball and Ransom plays a little large ball.
The Cubs had a 2-0 lead early last night and were unable to add on. Full count with the pitcher on deck.
Make sure you get a strike here.
He does, and he sends a fly ball out to Chu to end the inning. 2 steals by Soriano in the inning, and Ransom with a home run. 2-zip Cubs.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Men, you've tortured your face enough. End the face torture. New Dove Men Plus Care Face Lotion hydrates skin to keep it looking good. Take better care of your face with Dove Men Plus Care.
A shot like that calls for a post-game celebration.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
They're great.
You know what moves America forward?
Change. We didn't like the shape of chickens, so we changed them to nuggets. And sports drinks were boring, so we changed that with Mio Fit. You can flavor it your way. Change your sports drink. Change America.
Flatbread from Wendy's? Gotta share this with my web friends.
I'd rather share it with my taste buds.
Introducing Wendy's Flatbread Grilled Chicken. Warm flatbread sandwiches in 2 bold new tastes.
Now that's better.
On Rules of Engagement, there are relationship rules.
Oh, my God. What happened?
I was hungry.
I meant to my life.
Comedy rules.
Hey, is there smoking allowed in here?
No. Is someone smoking?
Yes, you are.
Rules of Engagement, Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
It's the end of an era.
All that spare change I used to get.
Sorry, I spilled Bud Light on you.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
The crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Agent serving the area for 34 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvook.com. Nationwide is on your side. And we each have a post on the blog, but I really want you to check out Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. That's the title of JD's blog post. Tribute to Freddie Fender.
Anytime you can invoke Freddie Fender, you got to go for it.
Brandon Phillips. Big double in the 13th as the Reds rallied to score 3 times and beat the Cubs last night.
Villanueva's allowed 3 runs so far this year, all 3 coming on solo home runs. Walked only 4, struck out 15 coming into this start.
Curveball misses low and outside. It's kind of cold in Denver today. How cold, you ask? 23 degrees at game time. Make up day-night doubleheader, and the Braves beat the Rockies 4-3. Can you ever remember a big league game where the game time temperature was 23 or less? I can't.
No, I know. I've played in some really cold weather. I played in Chicago once against the Sox when I was with the Twins. It was really cold, but I don't think it was that cold.
Ransom at third. Let's talk summer.
Yeah, summer's right around the corner. The Chicago Cubs baseball summer camps offer children between the ages of 5 and 13 of all abilities the ultimate major league experience. It's 7 one-week sessions. Takes place in various Chicago area locations. You can join your fellow teammates for a week of top-notch baseball instruction, exclusive access, and unforgettable moments. Visit Cubs.com/camps to sign up your future Cub today.
Stats began collecting weather data in 1991, and they could not find a colder game time temperature. Mike Minor had short sleeves. He did not have a long sleeve undershirt, and he got the win. Maybe there's something to that. Well, if it's 23 at around 1 o'clock local time, what's it going to be tonight? Can't imagine it'll be much warmer.
Are they going to play?
Yeah, at this point.
Mike Minor's been really, really good.
Yeah, we saw him.
I mean, going back to last year, he's been on a nice roll. Bruce, you got to make sure you crowd Bruce. He's one of those guys, he can go out and hook a ball. You can work out or third and down against him. Normally a safe place with a lot of hitters, but he's so strong, he can lean out and jerk that ball into the right field seat. So you got to make sure you do your work inside.
Also has that little thing he does where he kind of reaches up with that back arm and he gets ready to hit. Right. I guess he already did it. Every time we mention a little ritual a batter or pitcher does, they don't do it.
I think they would comply.
Swing and a miss. He got him.
Well, the main focus of that blog you referenced, the wasted days and wasted nights, is the fact that the Cubs have been wasting so many good starts by the trio of Samardzija, Villanueva, and Wood in particular. They've really been pitching well, and they've got the Cubs starters at or near the top of the league in many statistical categories, and yet their starters are only 3 and 10. Sloppy defense, lack of run support's been an issue, but you got to believe if they keep pitching this way, and that's if with a big capital I, capital F, but if they do it, things are going to turn around. You're going to win your fair share if you pitch this well.
Yeah, it sounds like a mistake. 3 and 10 with an ERA just above 3.
And usually there's a fairly strong correlation between really good starting pitching and the standings. The Cubs are kind of the outlier right now.
2-1 on Frazier. Swing and a miss. Keeping him off balance. That's what Villanueva's done so well this year.
Any pitch, any count. and a master at exploiting the weakness of opposing hitters.
Over the bag. Nope, it's foul. Cubs need to turn things around against the Reds. They have lost 16 of their last 20, including 6 straight one-run decisions.
Well, similar to the run the Brewers have had against the Cubs. So this road trip coming into it set up as a tough one. At least these first 2 stops, things ease off a little bit when we leave Cincinnati and head to Miami.
Well, the unbalanced schedule. You know, last year the Cubs went 4-12 against the Reds. It's going to bury you pretty quickly if you do that against a couple of your division opponents. I think there was one year that A's went like 17-2 against the Mariners or something.
I'm not a proponent of violence, Len, but that might be the time when you throw a couple bow ties and knock somebody down. It's going to just change the dynamic a little bit.
Right. Chris Heisey on deck.
Frazier's got that high back elbow working too, like Bruce.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. Back-to-back Ks for Villanueva. The Cubs have a 2-0 lead after 2.
Olive Garden's new buy one take one, just $12.95. Choose one of 5 amazing entrees to enjoy today, like smoked mozzarella chicken, and take home a second entree for later. Buy one, take one, just $12.95. Go Olive Garden.
We are out of here.
Finding you the perfect place. Hotels.com.
You vote. Go home.
Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
You know what moves America forward?
Change! We didn't like the shape of chickens, so we changed them to nuggets. And sports drinks were boring, so we changed that with Mio Fit. You can flavor it your way. Change your sports drink. Change America.
Men, you've tortured your face enough. End the face torture. New Dove Men Plus Care Face Lotion hydrates skin to keep it looking good. Take better care of your face with Dove Men Plus Care.
The perfect shot starts with loved ones and ends with a bang. America's Funniest Home Video starts at 11 on WGN America.
West Indiana Chevy dealers for their continued support of local youth baseball leagues. Once again, the local Chevy dealers are supporting over 30,000 young ball players in their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. In fact, since 2010, the dealers have been providing numerous leagues with equipment kits, instructional clinics, and much-needed financial support. One more reason why we say that from the big leagues to the youth leagues, Chevy truly is the official vehicle of baseball. 0-2 Villanueva. 1 hit in 9 tries. In 10 tries.
Come out and enjoy beautiful Wrigley Field all season long. Tickets are available for the next homestand in the Budweiser bleachers. That's always a good place to be. The Padres, Red, and Cardinals all come to town. To purchase tickets, Cubs.com.
I have a good feeling about this inning.
Yeah?
Want to know why?
Dude, I know why, because there's a rainbow out there in the sky.
There is. That means rain's in the area. Well, now there are 2 outs, but the Cubs have the best run differential in the major leagues in the 3rd inning. They have outscored their opponents 16-1 in the 3rd inning. Unfortunately, in all the other innings, they've been outscored by 31 runs, but they dominated the 3rd for whatever reason. Yeah, there's the rainbow. Good catch.
There's a rainbow. Could be a sign, Len, that things are going to turn around for the Cubs. The great philosopher Dolly Parton said, if you want the rainbow, you got to have the rain. Cubs have had their fair share of stormy weather.
That is good stuff. You can't have the rainbow without the rain. You're right. 2-0 on Castro. Let's hope the rain stays in Kentucky or wherever it is.
Taking all the way there was Castro. And if he gets a fastball right there in the happy zone, he'll be taking a big swing right here, I would suspect. Didn't get it. See hitters against a guy like Cingrani, a lot of foul balls back to the screen. That 4-seam fastball, a lot of backspin that they're a little late getting started on, can't get on top of it, and foul it straight off. You'll see a lot of frustrated hitters kind of gripping that bat, going, man, I thought I was on that pitch.
Past Cingrani, Cozart will charge, and he gets him to end the inning. And as we go to break, here comes the sun by the late Richie Havens, who's passed away at 72 years old.
It's all right.
There are 2 truths when it comes to baseball and car insurance. Just think 15. In baseball, it takes 15 outs to get to the middle of the 3rd inning. And in car insurance, you could save 15% or more by switching to Geico. All summer long, whether it's baseball on WGN America or car insurance from Geico, 15 is all you need to know.
Both Maxwell and Ted have hail damage to their cars. Ted is trying to get a hold of his insurance agent. Maxwell is not. He's on Geico.com setting up an appointment with an adjuster. Ted is now on hold with his insurance company. Maxwell is not and just confirmed a 5:30 time for Tuesday. Ted is still waiting.
Yes.
Maxwell is out and about with Ted's now ex-girlfriend.
Later, Ted!
Online claims appointments just a click away on Geico.com.
This changed my life. It's not a cigarette. It looks and feels like a real cigarette. It draws and tastes like a real cigarette, but without the smoke, the ash, or the flame. This is the 21st Century Smoke. It delivers nicotine with smooth puffs from a water-based vapor that dissipates quickly and leaves no odor. So you can use it almost anywhere without offending those who are sensitive to smoke. And that is life-changing. 21st Century Smoke. True smoking pleasure, available everywhere.
Show it off, America. Show off that belt you replaced. Show off the fuel pump, the oil change, the upgrade. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
White Sox, Indians, Wednesday, 2 East, 11 West on WGN America.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Two 2-0, the Cubs have the lead. Sac fly by Scott Hairston. And a home run by Cody Ransom on his first pitch seen as a Chicago Cub. Bottom 3 in the order for the Reds. And Chris Heisey will get them on the board. Way out of here. It's 2-1.
depth of the lineup, the good hitters up and down the lineup to make this club so tough. It's not just a top-loaded group. Going to wave over the two-seam fastball at 86. Up mid-thigh, and Heisey connects for the second time, and so it's 4 runs allowed by Carlos and all solo home runs. Well, that's okay. You don't walk people. Don't give up a lot of hits. You give up some home runs.
Crash Davis, Corky Miller. He's here because Ryan Hannigan is on the disabled list with a strained oblique.
Playing in his 200th major league game. Corky, a 188 hitter. Up and down for so many years with the Reds as a backup catcher. Never got a lot of playing time.
Kind of looks like, I'm trying to remember the name. I could easily look it up. Corky kind of looks like the guy Pete Vukovich played in Major League.
Yeah.
Right? Yankee slugger.
Yeah. Clue Hayward, maybe? Is that it's a Clue Hayward?
Clue
something
Hayward.
Like that?
Good pull.
Somebody be yelling from behind the dugout. You're swinging like a rusty gate. But you know what? This guy's had a long career. He was an undrafted free agent out of the University of Nevada. Really interesting story.
Pitcher Cingrani.
Devin Mesorasko will do the bulk of the catching with Hannigan hurt. It probably makes sense to bring Corky Miller up. I don't know if they had any other options. I'm sure but they've got other catchers in their system, but maybe just to catch Cingrani, the youngster that he had been down in AAA with. And that veteran hand to guide the youngster.
And to work with Devin Mesorasko on the right, Hannigan on the left. By the way, you totally got it wrong.
Did I?
Clue Haywood.
Alex Trebek would not let that fly.
No, he would not give you Hayward.
We'd come back from commercial break and we say, sorry, we got to take away that $400. Come on, Alex, lighten up. Killing me.
Roller to Barney. He had to kind of move up on that ball because it almost died in the grass. That's how softly it was hit.
You get a good look at it here. Cingrani just hits it off the end of the bat. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of pace on it, so Darwin has to sneak in a little bit. Just buys him a little extra time.
Here's Chu. Signed with Seattle back in 2000 out of South Korea. He'll give Barney another opportunity. Leadoff homer by Chris Heisey gets the Reds on the board. 2-1 Cubs.
Both Tylenol and Bayer Advanced Aspirin are proven to be effective pain relievers. Tylenol works by blocking pain signals to your brain. Bayer Advanced Aspirin blocks pain at the site. Try the power of Bayer Advanced Aspirin.
Introducing McDonald's new Premium McWrap. Gorgeous fresh vegetables and juicy, delicious chicken wrapped up in a warm tortilla. One bite is like no bite you've ever tasted before. The new Premium McWrap. In 3 mind-blowing flavors. It's a whole new way to love McDonald's.
Men, you've tortured your face enough. End the face torture. New Dove Men Plus Care Face Lotion hydrates skin to keep it looking good. Take better care of your face with Dove Men Plus Care.
This changed my life. It's not a cigarette. It looks and feels like a real cigarette. It draws and tastes like a real cigarette. but without the smoke, the ash, or the flame. This is the 21st century smoke. It delivers nicotine with smooth puffs from a water-based vapor that dissipates quickly and leaves no odor. So you can use it almost anywhere without offending those who are sensitive to smoke. And that is life-changing. 21st century smoke. True smoking pleasure, available everywhere.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Let's take a look at the Cubs forward upcoming schedule here tomorrow to wrap up the series and then off to Miami. WGN Sports on the U Thursday night and then WGN Friday for Game 2. Ford, go further in any one of Ford's many fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. The Frisch's Big Boy wearing the Reds uniform. Love me some Big Boy. Good burgers. Breakfast 24 hours. Love it.
And that Dr. Evil's escape. That Big Boy, didn't he escape in a...
1-1 on Anthony Rizzo. Tough matchup for a left-handed hitter. He's the only lefty in the starting lineup. And he hops one to the second baseman, Phillips.
This was, that was a concern coming into the year, how Anthony would do against lefties. Didn't do much against them last year. So far, he's been okay. He's had pretty good ABs. He's hit at least one home run off a left-handed pitcher. I think for the most part, the hitters can essentially sit fastballs. Cingrani, relies so heavily on that pitch. He has mixed in some breaking balls, but he hasn't thrown a lot of strikes with the breaking ball. Until he does, I think the hitters are better off just looking fastball.
Soriano pops into shallow left center, and coming on is Heisey. 2 quick outs. Well, you look at Cingrani, you think about Aroldis Chapman as a starter, and the Reds should be in pretty good shape in their rotation here the next few years. Boy, those 2 hard-throwing lefties, can you imagine?
Yeah. Cueto's still a young guy. Homer Bailey has plenty left in him. Bronson Arroyo,
no pitch to his 60. Flipping it up there at 70. Actually, he fits well into a hard-throwing rotation. One and one. Fouled away. Castillo behind 1-2. Cubs are striking out a lot near the bottom of the majors in terms of plate appearances per strikeout. There's another one. 6 already for Cingrani, but he trails 2-1.
On Rules of Engagement, there are relationship rules.
Oh, my God. What happened?
I was hungry.
I meant to my life.
Comedy rules.
Hey, is there smoking allowed in here?
No. Is someone smoking?
Yes, you are.
Rules of Engagement, Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
Both Maxwell and Ted have hail damage to their cars. Ted is trying to get a hold of his insurance agent. Maxwell is not. He's on Geico.com setting up an appointment with an adjuster. Ted is now on hold with his insurance company. Maxwell is not and just confirmed a 5:30 time for Tuesday. Ted is still waiting.
Yes.
Maxwell is out and about with Ted's now ex-girlfriend.
Later, Ted!
Online claims appointments, just a click away on geico.com.
You've never tasted anything like new Frutare. The taste of delicious strawberries and creamy milk bursting together and perfectly frozen in time. When you look on the bright side, it's all good. New Frutare. It's all good.
Do you remember when we used to do lunch? Today it was a cracker in the cup holder.
How about a flatbread in the front seat?
Wendy's new flatbread grilled chicken. Warm grilled chicken on toasted multigrain flatbread. Better food for everybody. From Wendy's.
Now that's better.
To win a Gold Glove takes preparation, skill, and tons of time. Darwin, Barney, and the Cubs take on the Marlins. Friday at 7 East on WGN America.
Do you have a group looking for a great spot to enjoy sunshine, baseball, and all you can eat and drink at Wrigley Field this summer? The Budweiser Patio gives you the opportunity to do this in prime home run territory. Bring your best guest inside the ballpark this season. For more information and to purchase tickets for the 2013 Cubs season, call 773-404-4200 or visit Cubs.com/premier.
Two-1, the Cubs lead. Zach Cozart leading off the fourth for Cincy, and a strike called. Well, guess who the new Tigers closer is?
Not Jose Valverde.
Ding, 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 ding.
Is it now?
He is going to be added to the Tiger roster before the game tomorrow, and he will be their closer. How about that?
He'll probably do just fine.
They were rained out, by the way, tonight. Royals and Tigers. Castro's throw in time. Got him. A lot of ground ball outs here early for Villanueva.
Yeah, I mean, strikeouts and ground ball outs. The only ball in the air left the ballpark. You see why he would emphasize trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground in this yard.
Votto 0 for 1. The hits keep on coming for the Dodgers. Chad Billingsley will have Tommy John surgery this week, and he's done for the year.
What did the radar have on that one? 60.
60 miles an hour.
How slow can you go?
Fastball that time, lifted in the air, out toward left, and Soriano will take care of this one.
Fun guy to watch pitch is Carlos Villanueva. He can execute a game plan. He's got to be a fun guy to catch, too. He asked for that fastball in. He's going to get it there a high percentage of the time. So slows Votto down with the 60-mile-an-hour curveball, and then comes hard in and gets the weak pop-up.
Inside on Brandon Phillips. Indians and White Sox washed out. A little low. 2-0. White Sox really struggling. 7-12, last place in the AL Central, and they've lost 4 in a row. Ellis wanted that one, didn't get it. 3-0.
2 outs, nobody on. Phillips may be swinging here. He's got a dangerous hitter behind him. Just depends on if Dusty Baker trusts Phillips to not go out of the zone here if he gives him a green light. Taken all the way.
It's Jay Bruce on deck. Good to see Dusty Baker back to full health after that scare last year in Chicago. Deep right center, Chappelle tracking, and he's got it on the warning track. They go 1-2-3 in the fourth. It's 2-1 Chicago.
Do you know where your beer is brewed? With 12 breweries spread all across the United States, your next Budweiser is closer than you think. You might even say we're America's largest local brewer, meaning that Bud in your hand is all but guaranteed to be one of the freshest beers at the bar. Discover everything it takes to make your beer a Budweiser at TrackYourBud.com.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
You know what moves America forward?
Change! We didn't like the shape of chickens, so we changed them to nuggets. And sports drinks were boring, so we changed that with MioFit. You can flavor it your way. Change your sports drink. Change America.
Olive Garden's new buy one, take one, just $12.95. Choose one of 5 amazing entrees to enjoy today, like smoked mozzarella chicken. And take home a second entree for later. Buy one, take one, just $12.95. Go Olive Garden.
No boots, no jeans, no beards, nothing but old-fashioned justice. Criminal Intent, weekdays at 5.
Wednesday, the White Sox are looking to make fireworks as the Tribe tries to take one from their division rivals. White Sox, Indians, Wednesday 2 East on WGN America.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, creating contemporary solutions for a better banking experience for everyone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. Scott Hairston with a go-ahead sac fly. His first time up, fouls off. Cubs looking for their first victory against a left-handed starter. 0-4 to start the year. Ransom and Barney to follow here in the fifth. Rainbow to center. Chu, I think at first maybe had trouble locating it to near dusk.
He's alerting his outfield mates there. Hey, Jay, talk. Let me know. I didn't see it right away. That's not a full moon, is it? Looks like it's just a little bit shy of a
little
full moon.
short, yeah. Last night might have been the full moon, all the howling we heard there at the ballpark. It's a nice crowd tonight. Ransom takes ball one. Didn't get a fastball that time.
No, but he didn't get a breaking ball in the zone either, so that goes back to that sit fastball mentality.
Time to look at our AT&T UVerse replay. Cody Ransom with his first start as a Chicago Cub. Starts a 5-4-3 double play in the bottom of the first. And comes up in the top of the second, hits a home run on the first pitch. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. Breaking ball strike. 1-2.
Makes the manager look good, doesn't it? Give the guy a spot start off the bench. Comes up big for you.
He was actually with the Cubs back in '05 in spring training, spent part of the year at AAA Iowa, has been well traveled. Big league time with the Giants, Astros, Yankees, Phillies, Diamondbacks, Brewers, Padres, and now the Cubs.
Yeah, it's interesting to contrast his journey with Corky Miller, who's been with the Reds essentially his entire career. He spent a little time with Atlanta. And Cody, who's traveled all around.
Sounds like a reality series. Cody and Corky.
They'd be good, you know. People want to hear the stars talk, but that would be a good roundtable to sit down with Corky and Cody and have them tell tales of their days in baseball, up and down from AAA to the big leagues so many times.
Fair ball into the left field corner. Ransom's 2 for 2. For 11 as a Padre, 2 for 2 as a Cub.
He had 11 home runs last year between Milwaukee and Arizona, 246 at-bats. Really the most playing time he's ever gotten in a major league season. Cingrani went just 5 innings last time out. Dusty Baker will ask a little more from him here tonight with all the work the bullpen had to do in the 13-inning game last night.
Didn't sound like he wants to use Jonathan Broxton. Knocked down by Votto, and he'll flip to Cingrani. Broxton left after taking a liner off his pitching hand. Probably won't see Michael Bowden for the Cubs tonight. Carlos Marmol, who worked a couple of innings, possibly would be available. Dale was not ready to say he is not available.
Yeah, and I think that's probably, you know, has as much to do with the fact that the Cubs are just desperate for a win than anything else.
He was excellent last night.
One of those things, they would like to stay away from him if they could, but if they need him to nail one down, they feel like he's the guy. He'll probably get the ball.
Runner third with 2 gone.
When's the last time you saw a straight steal at home?
I'm trying to think, was it Everett Cabrera last year? Well, I didn't see it in person.
You almost never see it. It'd be, if ever there was a time, right? You got the pitcher up there against a guy who's tough to put the ball in play against.
You got a lefty on the mound.
Yeah. Or if nothing else, to kind of come hard down the line, maybe you can induce a balk from the rookie.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. Ransom doubled. He ended up stranded at third. Cubs 2, Reds 1.
You've never tasted anything like new Frutare. The taste of delicious strawberries and creamy milk bursting together and perfectly frozen in time. When you look on the bright side, it's all good. New Frutare. It's all good.
Foot odor? Get odor eaters. Spray, insoles, powder with 3 active odor and wetness fighters for all-day control. Odor eaters. No shoes, no problem.
This changed my life. It's not a cigarette. It looks and feels like a real cigarette. It draws and tastes like a real cigarette, but without the smoke, the ash, or the flame. This is the 21st century smoke. It delivers nicotine with smooth puffs from a water-based vapor that dissipates quickly and leaves no odor. So you can use it almost anywhere without offending those who are sensitive to smoke. and that is life-changing. 21st Century Smoke. True smoking pleasure, available everywhere.
McCafe your day and sip in some fun. The sweet, tangy swirl of McCafe frozen strawberry lemonade and the refreshingly juicy cherry berry chiller are back, but not for long. More summer chillin' to love.
Law and Order Criminal Intent, weekdays at 5.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, creating contemporary solutions for a better banking experience for everyone, including Rosie Red. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC.
It kind of creeps me out a little bit, to tell you the truth. I don't mind saying. She just changed the expression on her face every now and then. Yeah.
Jay Bruce will lead it off. 2 hits for the Reds, including a home run by Chris Heisey. 3 hits for the Cubs, including a Cody Ransom solo shot. Inside on a fastball.
Same approach he used with Votto. Votto, he went slow curve, then fastball in. Here he goes changeup, fastball in. Same idea. Go soft away, slow down that bat, and then try to jam him with the heater.
In a wave of throws, change up, strike. Bruce didn't think so. He might have been right.
Not a bad miss, though, when you're umpiring. That's not a bad miss.
Line foul.
You know, MLB TV is celebrating 11 years. Join millions of fans and subscribe today. Watch every out-of-market game live online on your favorite mobile and connected devices in HD quality with MLB.TV Premium. Visit MLB.TV today. MLB.TV. Baseball everywhere.
Rizzo unassisted.
So we had that graphic in our open about Villanueva. The 170-something ERA in the month of April from 2010 through this run this year. I wonder what that's all about. I mean, does it get progressively worse after that? Or is it just... Of course, he's been the guy. He's been the kind of swing guy so much in his career.
Now, it's not like he's started every year in the rotation.
Yeah, so now, pitching the way he is, he's not going anywhere. He's going to sit right there and come out and pitch every 5th day for a good long while now, you would presume, if he stays healthy. That's what we're talking about. $1.75. That's the lowest April ERA in the majors over the last 3 years. Minimum of 50 innings pitched. But the irregular usage in and out of the rotation, and, now he's going to have that chance. Take the ball every 5th day all summer long.
Heisey took him deep in the 3rd. Came out of his shoes on that swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reds are 11-3 at home, including 7-1 to start this homestand. Called strike 3 on the inside corner to get Heisey. 4 strikeouts for Villanueva. He has a 2-1 advantage.
On Rules of Engagement, there are relationship rules.
Oh my God. What happened?
I was hungry.
I meant to my life.
Comedy rules.
Hey, is there smoking allowed in here?
No. Is someone smoking?
Yes, you are.
Rules of Engagement, Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
In 2013, Little Caesars created a new deep dish pizza with a crust so deep and perfectly crispy on the outside that 3 Astro scientists shrunk themselves down in an attempt to understand it.
That's some deep crust!
Little Caesars, home of the $5 hot and ready pizza, proudly introduces the new deep dish pizza with 8 thick, crispy corner slices, hot and ready every day for just $8.
Pizza. You know what moves America forward?
Change! We didn't like the shape of chickens, so we changed them to nuggets. And sports drinks were boring, so we changed that with Fit. You can flavor it your way. Change your sports drink. Change America.
To win a Gold Glove takes preparation, skill, and tons of time. Darwin, Barney, and the Cubs take on the Marlins. Friday at 7 East on WGN America.
Time now for Xfinity Home from Comcast. Reds have taken care of business here at home, as we mentioned. Most home wins currently in the major leagues. Get peace of mind with Xfinity Home, the total home security and home control solution that keeps you more connected to what matters most. Ball 1 to Sapelt. Here we go. 3rd time through for Cingrani, facing the Cubs for the first time, and that one hit out into the alley. And speedy Sapelt around first, on his way to second. And a bad throw by Chu. That was off the mark by 20 feet. Might have had a play on Sapelt, but it's a double for the Cubs leadoff hitter.
Ransom's done his part, and now Sapelt in there against the lefty delivers this leadoff double. He got on top of that high fastball. He's thinking, too, as soon as he sees that ball headed toward the alley in right center, Chu's got a very good arm, just not accurate in this instance. Maybe tried to hurry that throw a little bit.
Ball 1 to Castro. This has been a problem for the Cubs. Get that leadoff guy on at second base, and they're only coming through 42% of the time. It's funny, if you'd asked me to guess before we showed the graphic, I would have said 25%. It's actually been better than I thought it would be.
In this situation, really feel like you should get it in because you got 2, 3, 4 coming up, and they're getting their third look at this young left-hander. Castro's well suited for this situation because he hits the ball the right side with authority anyway. So hit a little line drive that way for a base hit and drive him in. If nothing else, hit it on the ground to the right side and advance him. He's got a 3-ball, 1-strike count. You don't want him thinking about steering the ball anywhere. You just want him to take a good, healthy rip if he gets a pitch in the zone.
Here it is. Fly ball to right. Sapelt ready to tag as Bruce will make the catch. While we have a moment, let's step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Up late, watch something great or just greatly funny. Get your late night laughs with Scrubs. It's Always Sunny in Futurama. Weeknights at midnight on WGN America.
So the classic discussion, you've got a power hitting first baseman coming up. Is this the time to shorten up against a tough lefty just to get that guy in? They're going to bring their infield in?
Yeah, absolutely. Just think about being a little shorter, a little quicker to the ball.
To hit that one into the river. 0-1.
Yeah, this situation where most hitters get anxious. You're paid to drive in runs. You got a man on third base with less than 2 outs. Tendency to expand the strike zone. As much as you'd like to drive this run in, you have to be willing to take your walks in this situation. If they don't throw you the ball over the plate, keep the line moving. Let the next guy, let Soriano drive him in.
Ground ball from his knees. Brandon Phillips with a great play. The throw to Miller in time to get Sapelt.
With the one out, the contact play was on there. Sapelt's not reading this ball off the bat. He's just going on contact. And a fairly sharply hit, and from the knees, Phillips gets to throw home, and you're not going to get around Corky Miller. He's basically sitting on home plate.
Yeah, I'm not sure Sapelt ever got his foot to the plate. Well, you can try to run him over, but you don't see that a lot anymore. And they're going to get Rizzo.
He's out. He's calling him out of the baseline.
He's already out of the baseline. So the Cubs cannot score after they get the leadoff double. 2-1.
When it comes to home video, an epic fail is a huge success. A successful night starts at 11 with America's Funniest Home Videos on WGN America.
Get 1.9% APR on the all-new 2014 Kia Forte.
Do you remember when we used to do lunch? please. Today it was 2 raisins, and I found a cracker in the cup holder.
How about a flatbread in the front seat?
Didn't even have to get out of my car. That looks so good. I think your son just ate a pine cone. Jimmy, no!
Introducing flatbread grilled chicken from Wendy's. Warm grilled chicken on toasted flatbread in 2 bold new tastes. Better food for everybody from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
And we're open late.
Show it off, America. Show off that alternator you replaced. Show off the battery, the brake job, the rebuilt 454. You did it. There are a lot of places you can go to do it yourself, but there's only one place that can help you do it right. AutoZone. Because even the pros know parts are just part of what we do. We have the advice, the instructions, we even loan tools. So show it off, America. You did it right. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Wednesday, the White Sox are looking to make fireworks as the Tribe tries to take one from their division rivals. White Sox, Indians, Wednesday 2 East on WGN America.
Promising start to the top of this inning. As Sapelt doubled, but then he was nailed at home plate by Brandon Phillips. Anthony Rizzo got picked off.
Yeah, so that run efficiency chart, that goes down a little bit. You know, second, nobody out, weren't able to cash it in.
So last night, around this time, you said 2 runs are not going to win this game. I'll ask you tonight,
yeah,
2 enough?
No, I would say no. I don't think that's going to get it done.
Miller takes a breaker.
Is it possible that this game ends up 2-1? Absolutely. Is it likely? No.
Corky Abraham Phillip Miller. His mom wanted his name to be C. Abraham Miller, just in case he wanted to run for president.
That's a forward-thinking mom.
Became eligible to do last year.
So his given name was Corky. That's not a nickname.
Yeah. So, could you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States?
I'd vote for him.
Guessing he wouldn't be wearing that uniform. He had to make a speech, but swing and a miss. He has struck out both times. She got like the confidence mother showing in her infant son, thinking already about, well, if he runs for president, I want him to have a really cool name, C. Abraham. Singrani grounded out his first time up, ball 1.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here to make a guess, but I would not be surprised to find out, and somebody's probably capable of looking this up, to find out that Carlos Villanueva has thrown fewer pitches from the stretch position than any starting pitcher in baseball. He's had a lot of clean innings. Although that Harvey guy over there with the Mets is dealing. Matt Harvey.
Darvish had about 9 innings
worth of nothing, yeah.
Although he did pitch from the stretch, I believe, in that game, just with nobody on. Foul tip, he caught it, so that's a strikeout. Three straight for Villanueva, and that'll bring up Chu, who's 1 out of 2. We had a very rainy homestand, and if you're wondering how rainy was it, Tom Skilling just tweeted, it's official, April now the wettest in 143 years of official weather observation. This is the wettest April in Chicago. Previous record was 8.33 inches, and we're at 8.36 and counting.
So we're done. So we're good. Got it out of the way.
Well, April's not over yet.
Well, yeah.
5 inches more than the average April. Diving stop by Rizzo. Safe at first. Villanueva tripped over the bag. He's all right. Bang, bang there, and Chu beat him.
Well, hopefully that doesn't blossom. Carlos just a little bit late getting started over there. It'll go as a base hit for Chu, but it looked to me like Villanueva hesitated a little bit, and it cost him. That was the difference in this foot race. As Rizzo lays out, makes a nice play with the glove. A good flip to lead Villanueva, who got him. He got him. He actually dragged that back foot and got the bag before Chu got there. Didn't he? I think he did.
Ring him up, Jordan Baker.
It's a tough call because you're used to looking for that pitcher to step on the bag. He just kind of swipes at it, and I thought he got the side of it before Chu got in there. This is the look we had that, well, that's tough. That's real tough. The bottom line, if Carlos had gotten a little bit better break, he would have gotten there ahead of him. And if you run through the bag, you get there more quickly, too.
Cozart with a high fly to left. This will get Villanueva out of the inning. Soriano makes the grab, and that's it. And Alfonso will lead off the 7th when we come back.
I'm Lorenzo. I work for 47 different companies. Well, technically, I work for one. That company, the United States Postal Service, works for thousands of home businesses. Because at USPS.com, you can pay, print, and have your packages picked up for free. I can even drop off free boxes. I wear a lot of hats. Well, technically, I wear one. The U.S. Postal Service. No business too small.
This is Kevin. To prove to you that Aleve is the better choice for him, he's agreed to give it up.
It's today?
We'll be with him all day as he goes back to taking Tylenol.
That was okay, but after lunch, my knee started to hurt again, and now I gotta take more pills. Yeah? Another pill stop. Can I get my Aleve back yet? For my pain, I want my Aleve.
Look for the Easy Open Red Arthritis Cap.
You know what moves America forward?
Change! We didn't like the shape of chickens, so we changed them to nuggets. And sports drinks were boring, so we changed that with MioFit. You can flavor it your way. Change your sports drink. Change America.
Inside each and every one of us lies good and evil. In the end, it's which side we choose that defines who we are.
Law & Order, weeknights at 5.
The perfect shot starts with loved ones and ends with a bang. America's Funniest Home Video starts at 11 on WGN America.
Time now to check on our Budweiser fan cam. That's the classic Freedom from Woodstock. Richie Havens. Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Richie Havens has passed away at 72. Died of a heart attack in New Jersey. So he opened Woodstock, and he had to play for a long time before the next group was ready to play, and basically improvised that entire song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The 2-1 on the way to Soriano. He bounces it foul. We're already in the 7th. Starters have been really good.
2 nights in a row. Coming to this ballpark, you expect fireworks. You figure you're going to have to score 6 or 7 runs to win on many nights. Pitching's been outstanding. Speaking of outstanding pitching, Adam Wainwright, he's thrown 34 innings now, 35 maybe, with his work tonight. He's not yet walked a batter this year. Wow.
Two on the way is outside. It's full. Skipped right under the glove of Cozart. That's a hit for Soriano. His second. 2 for 3.
I don't know if you could ever, well, no, you can't, but if you could, I think I would give half a hit, half an error. He hit the ball well. Play probably should have been made.
So you think he should be 1.5 for 3.5 or whatever?
1.5 or 2.5. I don't know. That didn't look like that hard of a play. It was well hit.
Do you think there are enough errors called in general?
I would say yes.
You're trying to figure out
a whole lot of thought.
Ordinary effort. I feel like the bailout is usually a hit.
He was kind of late to the party there, late getting down on that ball.
But then the counter to what I would say is, well, you can't penalize Soriano. He hit the ball hard. I kind of like your idea.
Yeah, I guess if I were an official scorer, that would be, you know, on those flip a coin where you really couldn't tell. Maybe you reward the guy if he hit it hard and kind of a little slow roller, you lean towards error.
I think that's generally what happens. Yeah. The only time I think scorers veer toward errors is during a no-hitter. Which is natural.
Yeah, you want that first one to be clean.
Well, they're going to treat Soriano now like he's Michael Bourne after stealing 2 bases in the second.
Not going anywhere. He's having a chat with Votto.
Is that Sean Casey over there?
The mayor. Sean Casey, who played first base here for many, many years. Yeah, he was always chatting guys up. So Soriano, though, by stealing those 2 bases, not only did he work his way around the bags and ultimately score a run, but he clearly has gotten the attention of the Reds and Cingrani here. He's gone over there a couple of times, just used a slide step.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So combined in this game, that's a 14th strikeout. And there has not been a walk.
Yeah, and you know, early on, I thought perhaps that Castillo would be able to handle Cingrani because he handles the ball up, but that one's way up. Cingrani went way up, and Castillo went up there with him.
Pitch to Hairston, misses low. Now these 2 starters giving their managers exactly what they wanted after a long 13-inning night in game 1.
Carlos Villanueva has averaged 7 innings a start through his first 3 starts.
You'll take that. Popped him up on the infield. And Phillips will make the play. And with 2 outs, it'll be the Cubs' best offensive performer tonight, the number 7 hitter, Cody Ransom. He has homered and doubled. So homering in his first at-bat as a Cub, according to stats. He has joined the likes of Starlin Castro, who did it here in his big league debut 3 seasons ago. Marlon Byrd in Atlanta that year. Keith Moreland homered in his first Cub at-bat back in 1982.
Wonder who he hit that off of.
We can try to find it. A lot of cords behind Pat Hughes. He's not standing in water.
Well, here he goes. Another favorable count for Ransom. Triple and a single for the cycle.
Keith's first home run as a Cub was off Mario Soto right next door here over at Old Riverfront. April 5th, 1982. His first career home run, it was in 1980 off future Hall of Famer Tom Seaver. That was as a Philly against the Reds.
Hey, look out.
And just because I got his home run page up on Baseball Reference, he did take you deep once.
I was aware of that.
But he got Steve Carlton twice.
Well,
so
clearly,
you got that going for you.
I was better than Carlton.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
I'm guessing he remembers those home runs off Seaver and Carlton and Soto a little bit more than the one off of me. You think of those future Hall of Famers, you tend to remember those.
Slide step in the pitch and some fouled back. Now you had a big leg kick. Did you ever slide step?
You know, not much. It really, you know, the game evolved back in the day. There wasn't a whole lot of emphasis on slide stepping, and that's back when guys were running crazy. It was, you know, in the 80s, Vince Coleman was running wild, and Henderson and Tim Raines, and it was because of all that that it became a real point of emphasis for clubs to try to shut down the running game.
3-2.
Ransom has convinced Cingrani and Miller that he can handle the fastball. The question is, do they try to trick him here 3-2 and risk walking him if they miss with an off-speed pitch?
Comes another one with Soriano running, and he was able to get a piece of that high pitch out of the zone.
Logan Andrusik warming up for Cincinnati. Worked just a third of an inning in last night's ball game. Eight pitches so far in this sequence.
There's number 99 of the night, and a strikeout, probably it. For Cingrani, 9 punch-outs. 2-1, the Cubs lead.
On Rules of Engagement, there are relationship rules.
Oh, my God. What happened?
I was hungry.
I meant to my life.
Comedy rules.
Hey, is there smoking allowed in here?
No. Is someone smoking?
Yes, you are.
Rules of Engagement, Wednesdays at 8 on WGN America.
And Mom gets the fish.
If you're fishing for the biggest value in seafood, catch it with Long John Silver's $4 add-a-meal. Buy one meal regular price, get each additional meal for just $4. It's a deal that'll make you say,
"That's what I like."
No, Daryl said that? How did... Hon?
Yep.
I'm
not listening. I said not until at least 8th grade. Yeah, totally 8th grade. I think that was the perfect... Mom!
He doesn't deserve a promotion. You know that.
You'll never know exactly why you are the way you are. But Ancestry.com can show you who you came from, what they did, where they lived, and how it all led to you. Your story is here. Start searching Ancestry.com for free right now.
Men, you've tortured your face enough. End the face torture. New Dove Men Plus Care Face Lotion hydrates skin to keep it looking good. Take better care of your face with Dove Men Plus Care.
I wasn't exactly a fan of our last carryout deal, but this one is crazy.
The deal is a large 3-topping pizza, carry-out only for just $7.99, Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday?
Thursday.
What happened to Monday through Wednesday?
We've just taken a great deal and we've made it better.
I'm gonna need some help.
Hey, here to help.
Hi, welcome to Domino's.
You know, whatever it takes. Thank you for calling Domino's. This is Patrick. Here you go. Enjoy your day.
The new carry-out special every Monday through Thursday, only at Domino's.
Here's our Honda game summary. Cubs leading the Reds 2-1. Cody Ransom with his first home run as a Cub on the very first pitch he saw. And Carlos Villanueva, excellent again. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. In the background, a hit a long time ago. Science Fiction by the Divinals. Lead singer Christina Amphlett passed away at age 53 a couple of days ago. So underway here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 1-1 on Joey Votto. Votto, Phillips, and Bruce. Tough part of the order.
Votto doubly tough. He can take it deep, obviously, but he's so patient, works so many walks. He's a good guy to have leading off an inning. He's walked more than anybody in the National League, 26 times.
I've seen a lot of off-balance swings by Votto in this series.
He'd started to heat up. He's 10 out of 31 on the homestand, but nothing last night, and struggling here tonight against Villanueva.
No problem for Barney. Phillips is grounded at third and fly to the warning track in center. Swung on and missed.
Travis Wood last night allowed just 4 hits in his 6 1/3 innings of work. So far, just 3 allowed tonight by Villanueva.
Came in with the 3rd lowest team starters ERA in the league. Well, he got his first win in his last start. That was against Texas. But he had a great quote about pitchers' wins to reporters after the game. He said, "What do I gain for being upset if I don't get a win? Nobody benefits from that. This isn't a game to be selfish about." Phillips with a half swing to make it 1-2.
Yeah, everybody likes to get wins, but bottom line is you go out there and hold the opposition down for as long as possible. Try to throw as many zeros as possible, match the other guy. If you're able to do that a high percentage of the time, you're going to get your fair share of wins. It's really an overrated statistic anyway when evaluating pitching.
Diving stop, Cody Ransom. Bad throw though, and Phillips is on. Question is, did he have more time than he thought? He got up quickly.
Yeah, it's tough when you leave your feet and you bounce up. You got a guy going down the line. It looked like he gathered himself in good enough shape. He just made an errant throw.
Look out, Billy Hatcher.
The glove work was fine, but the throw was lacking, and Rizzo couldn't bail him out.
Always remember Bill Russell doing NBA commentating. Guy would block a shot and hit it out of bounds. He'd say that's a half a play. Blocked the shot, but she didn't take possession. So I guess we'll say that's a half a play by Cody Ransom. And he is charged with an error. There, did you see what he did? He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. He lifted that back hand for a split second. First time he's done it tonight. He's kind of gotten rid of that little tick before he hits. And he enjoys singing while he stretches. Dangerous count, 2-0.
At times that pitch has been called tonight. Not this time when Villanueva really needed it most to get back into the count against the dangerous Jay Bruce. There's the numbers for Wood last night and Villanueva so far here this evening. Both guys standing tall yet again. Free swing for Bruce here on 3-0. Villanueva will not give in. He's going to throw a little runner down and away, or maybe even something off speed. Off speed.
Ooh, he did a change up, and he gets the whiff on 3-0.
Gave Bruce the green light. Chance to go ahead in one swing of the bat. Villanueva was not going to yield. Not going to throw him a cookie there.
Right, so to me, the best thing about pitch tracks, other than the fact that we can just say strike or ball based on what we see, is just to see patterns and how guys hit their spots. And last night, Mike Leake hit his spots all night with such good control. And we've seen Villanueva do that tonight. Everything right off that outside corner in this sequence.
Every pitch with a purpose.
There's another one.
Even when he misses, it's just, you know, he doesn't want to give in. He's hoping to take advantage of the aggressive nature of the hitter in that hitter's count. Sometimes you're better off, you know, surviving to fight another day. Try to tease the strike zone, hope that he'll expand and get himself out. If not, start over with a fresh count with a new hitter. it's a risk-reward game. I mean, anytime you put a man on base, it's more likely that he's going to come around and score, but you don't want to give in to Bruce in that situation. All quiet in the Cubs bullpen.
That'll take Ransom right to third. Another chance, and this throw is perfect. A 5-3 double play. The inning is over. 2-1.
It's the end of an era.
All the parties. The stories.
I'm gonna miss your smell.
You were my first.
What? I knew it. I knew it.
It's true.
Oh, man, I'm sorry I broke your leg.
I wrote a song. Sorry. Here we go.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Whoa. Check out this new couch.
Go Olive Garden's new buy one, take one. Go for dinner tonight and take home a second entree for later. All for just